All in this together. Hey man, get your ASMR channel started off right.
You know, for a little bit, I did think about doing it. But I was like, man, all these people blowing up and all they're doing is like, hello and welcome back. Hi to today's ASMR beard scratching video. And they just do that for 30 minutes. I'm like, I could do that easily.
Welcome to today's ASMR. Today's ASMR will be castrating a rooster. Quinn, what time is it here? What time is it to go? What are we doing here?
It's 21:17.
It's our last run. It's our last run because we decided. Because you're backlogged for months yet, and I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm feeling like it's time to move on. I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah.
If we don't kill him in this run, then I don't think we're gonna do it.
Yeah. We had a plan going into today's episode.
Right, we were going to invert everything. Like we were gonna chill for the night and see if he came this time, and then also chill during the day because he seems to only be attacking us during the day. What is your ammo situation? Oh.
I have 8 tracking bullets and 23 normal bullets.
I got 37 normal bullets, so we're actually
Jesus.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
We're doing all right, but he just hasn't come to a safe spot where we can shoot at him.
Oh my gosh, I have that many rifle bullets and then 30 tracking bullets.
Jesus.
I am loaded.
Why are you so loaded, dude?
I don't know. I'm so stacked. Oh lord.
Traps don't have meat.
They do on my screen.
At least. Well, I'm gonna put meat in them on my screen to make myself feel better.
So you can be happy. That's alright. Ooh.
Whoop. Whoop.
Open Gangnam Style. I was thinking of Gangnam Style in the shower the other day. I wasn't dancing to it because that's dangerous, but I was thinking of it for some reason. I'm like, whatever happened to Psy?
Well, he's a one-hit wonder, right?
Found dead in Miami. I understand. Just like all of them. Dude, that's one of my favorite non sequiturs. It's like, insert celebrity found dead in Miami.
I mean, just like we were talking about last time, Florida man is a fucking crazy person. So
Florida man cannot die.
Florida man is an immortal being who just takes everybody down.
Oh, dude, there was a story about a guy in Florida who wanted revenge on an alligator for something or other, so he tied it up and raped it.
Excuse me, what?
What kind of deranged human being? That's how you make new STDs.
I was so angry I developed alligator STD.
Alligades. It's like regular AIDS, but you get a little scaly.
It's like AIDS mixed with crabs, but the crabs are scales.
The crabs are just tiny alligators nipping on you.
Nom. Consume crotchular flesh.
Could you imagine if they actually were, you just like woke up one day and you listened and your underwear was just saying, nom 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 nom.
Crotchular flesh. I would go to the scientists and they'd be like, hey, can we
Can we check this for a second?
Yeah, can I get some money for
Dude, can I look at your penis?
Dude.
Can I peep your pee?
Got like a phone clip, like a desk thing that like holds my phone. So now I have like, my phone just off to the side, floating in midair, and it's really nice because I can just go look at my phone whenever I get a notification instead of having to like flip over my phone on my desk and look at it. Just look over and ignore it instead of having to actively ignore it.
Dude, could you imagine if you had to manually ignore text, like type and send them a read receipt?
Like you just have to respond with red
Yeah, just like red 1022.
I want to do that to someone now.
Right? Every time I get a text, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do this, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, I'm
That
too
would
lonely.
be really mean, because then they know that you've read it. You're just ignoring it. I'm gonna do that to someone.
It's gonna be me, probably.
No. No, you know of it, so I can't do it to you.
True. Or it's like you're having a conversation with someone. They're like, yeah, and I don't know what to do. You know, they're not gonna pay off the mortgage for me, and it's just really stressful. And you just turn over to them and say, red, and then turn back. The baby's yours. Red 1022.
Fucking all right. You know, the biggie man didn't attack us tonight.
No. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just go.
Let's run it.
Live wild and free.
Bigfoot.
You got... Hey! Would you look at that? He just needed to be tantalized.
That was Bigfoot noises. I'm not going crazy, right?
I think I heard something too.
It was either a bear or Bigfoot. Either way, running back into the trailer is probably the safer idea.
He's just trying to keep our confidence down.
Yeah, it really feels like that. It feels like he's learned and inverted, which is dumb.
He's learned inverted, and now... I thought that was Bigfoot, but then I was like, that's too melodious for Bigfoot.
All right, buddy. You don't want to come at us?
Yeah.
We'll come to you.
I'm all flared up, boy. I'm ready for you.
All right, which way do we want to go? You're in charge now.
That's true. Because I'm the one recording now. I don't know. Let's go this way.
All right.
Actually, since I'm the one who's like stocked up, if you want to be the flare dude, and I'll be ready to.
Yeah. Even though I only have one flare.
Wow, I have multiple flares. You're really just.
I have nothing.
All right, I'm loaded on tracking bullets, so I can tag his bag when we see him.
Perfect. Tag his scrot.
Wait, is it turning morning now?
Yep. Do we want to go back to the trailer and test the hypothesis?
Yes, we do. Let's go.
Cool. It's your video that you have to edit. I don't know. I have nobody to entertain.
I got no obligations. I got no commitment. Yeah. Oh, hey. I'm right. But now we're on the wrong side of this issue.
All right, no, he's running away.
Mad dash.
Back.
Let's go.
Back inside.
I keep hitting the wrong buttons.
He
Fat
broke the
sausage
trap.
fingers.
Unfortunate.
Cool. All right, let's stick in here and let's chill for a bit.
Man, this game looks so pretty. Sometime.
It really does, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
genuinely.
And I like. We were talking about this before, but like they're doing the visual overhaul, and I think it's gonna look even better once they do the visual.
For sure.
I think it's just like most of this game is carried with its visual style being run by the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
But well, like it's just still nice.
Oh
It's
yeah.
effort. I don't know. I could never game design. I don't have the patience.
Dude, that's what I used to want to do. That was my original career plan, was I wanted to start a gaming company with my friend Simon. And then I started I was in a computer science class, and as you know, kind of interesting as it was, I realized, oh, I have no passion for this. I just want to make stories for games.
Exactly. That was me. I was like, I want to come up with ideas for games. I just don't want to make them.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of people. Like that's what me and my friend Simon would do, is we would always be like chatting. It's like, oh, this would be a good thing to do in a game. Like this would be cool. And then we were just talking like, hey, do you want to start a gaming company? And it's like, heck yeah, dude.
Heck yeah. And then you guys like actually started looking at it and you're like, wow, this is incredibly boring.
Yeah, no, coding's not for me. Hats off to anybody who enjoys coding.
Yeah. My friend Jared is a computer science major, and I don't know how he does it.
Dang.
Because like that just sounds so boring.
That's some big schlong energy to be a computer science major.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he thinks that being a history major is boring. But to him, do you get to learn about the world wars? No.
No. People died for my thing.
You
People
just
wanted to
sit
die for
putting-
yours. And you know, actually, with the intention of starting a little gaming business, we decided that we should both pursue some secondary education that would benefit us. I almost was going to business school for a while there.
I was going to go to business school. Well, I was going to go and become a business. And then I realized, God, I hate math.
I was like, Math 30 is not worth it. Like, it's not worth it.
Math 30-1 isn't worth it. I still did because, like, a history major still requires me to have a math, and whether, like, you can have 30-2 is, like, per 5.
You know what I did? As a way of trying to, like, add some cushion to the break to my parents that I wasn't going to university, that's why I took Math 30-3. Like, just so I could be like, hey, just so you know, I'm not totally ditching school. I'm here for stuff. And legitimately, on the first day of that class, he had everybody in the class fill out a sheet saying why they took this class, because that was his biggest question, is like, why are you here? Because this is optional and it doesn't help to get into any like prestigious universities, so why are you here?
You know, like, to keep my parents off my back. It was like, all right,
that is literally what I wrote.
Nice.
I wrote to help my parents before I tell them that I'm gonna be a musician, and then I did write in brackets, don't tell my dad.
And he was like, I'm fine, you know.
Fine, all right. I never talked to your dad, but it was a good class. There was actually a lot of good stuff that I learned in there. I learned about mortgages and buying cars.
During high school, like, I was talking, like, most of my friends were in -1 or -3. I was the only one in -2, and they were telling me, like, oh yeah, like, we learned to do mortgages, taxes. I was like,
Yeah.
why are, like,
Yeah, no.
why aren't the rest of us being taught that? You know what I got to do in math? I got to do Sudokus. That was my class, because there was a puzzles and games unit in 30-2.
Yeah, we had a few of those in -3. Yeah, we learned about like the benefits of buying used versus new vehicles. We even learned like formulas for how to calculate the depreciation of a car after it's left the lot to know how much you're overpaying.
It's like genuine like life help, and instead they're giving it to 30-2 or 30-3.
And yeah, that's the thing, is they're giving it to the class whose main demographic is people who don't care enough to actually take in the message. Mm-hmm. It's so lost on all of them.
That's insane.
Oh, and you want to know what our diploma, our final was for -3?
What?
It was 1 2-sided page. Yep. Dude, my timetable in grade 11, I think, got mixed up, and they had me in Math 10-C instead of like a Comtech. No, that was in grade 12 that this happened. They had me in Math 10-C instead of Comtech. So I'm like, okay, you know, first day I'll follow what I'm being told by my schedule. Dude, she handed us a review pamphlet for our first day, and I flipped through it, and I'm like,
no,
I can't. The first thing was like, here's some long division to do. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what you want from me. And it was all like stuff that's like genuinely like a bunch of basic things, and I'm like, I can't. And that was one of the things that actually took me away from computer science, is that one of the things we had to do was to program the computer to solve a quadratic equation.
Nope.
And I couldn't, even though it explained to me how to do it, I was so hung up on the fact that I couldn't comprehend how a quadratic equation worked that I just didn't do that assignment, because it like broke my mind to try and comprehend what I was doing.
I was in like a coding class because all of my friends were in it, so I was like, I want to be in a class with my friends. This was like in grade like 7 or 8, and we had to learn how to do Python because that's what he wanted to do. but I didn't understand how Python worked. So on the same website, well,
Yeah.
I'll continue the story after we.
Oh yeah, flashlight's on now, boys. Oh, you can reach me from there. That's rude. Where you going, buddy? Where you going?
He's running away.
Pansy.
But like, so we were doing like he wanted to teach us Python, but on that same website, because it was just like a generic coding, like teaching people how to code. There was JavaScript. So I was like, I know what JavaScript is. That shit made Minecraft. So I just started learning, and I learned how to do JavaScript. And like, I probably couldn't do it now, but like, I was like, yeah, I know how to do the JavaScript. I just don't know how to do Python. And he's like, you didn't try. I'm like, I did. It just doesn't make sense. Because like with Python, you have to like, to make a circle, you have to like provide the parameters of the circle. In JavaScript, when you want a circle, you just like circle. And then it makes a circle.
Revolutionary.
I made like a screensaver in JavaScript, and I could barely get like my name on a page in Python.
The only reason that I got through, I was in computer science for 2 years. The only reason that I passed the second year is because I had a girl next to me who was like lined up to be a brain surgeon or something. Like, shout out Simone. You were such a funny person. I really liked you. She's the only reason I passed. It was like every class. No, like my life has been a long journey of trying to gain self-esteem and confidence, right? So, so the first time that I needed help, and Simone was right next to me, it took me 45 minutes of sitting there and fiddling my thumbs before I built up the courage to actually say anything to her and ask her like, hey, can you help me? And it was like 30 seconds and she had helped me, and it was no bother to her at all. Yeah. And it was awesome. And then as time went on, I was able to shave a few minutes off of that initial waiting time to ask her. And it was basically like every class, I'd be like, hey, Simone, how do I do this? And she'd be like, oh, you just do this, this, this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, thank you. And then it's the very next step, and I'm like, hey, Simone, how do you do this?
Hey, Simone, I don't know why I'm still here.
Hey, Simone, I don't belong here. I see, Simone, please.
Yeah.
He did come to the trailer. Maybe we're just not patient enough.
Bitch.
You skank hoe.
No, I don't know. There was like I liked most of my classes because most of them, at least in high school, if I didn't like them, I'd drop out and take a different course.
For sure. For sure.
In middle school, I got screwed because I was never fast enough to get into drama, because drama is one of those courses where everyone wants in because they believe it's an easy A, and then it's not.
No. Yeah.
So I only got to do drama in high school, and I think if I got to do it in middle school, I'd like drama more. But instead I got to do photography for like 5 years.
Oh, dude, photography.
I adore photography. It got me into learning how to use Photoshop.
That's cool.
And that's about as the extent of what I used my photography for. But I've done photography since like grade 6. So grade 6th all the way to like grade 10, I did photography, and part of my Comtech class was like photography. So we had to make like whatchamacallit, like a black box camera, like out of cardboard and stuff. I was like, that's neat, but I don't care. And like I genuinely was like, hey, I've done photography for like 6 years. I really don't want to do this part of the course. And he was like, I can't tell you that you can't do this and just give you the A. But I mean, just do it and I'll give you the A. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'd finish like the entirety of the photography like curriculum in that course in like a day. And he was like, how are you already done all of the assignments? I was like I said, I've done photography before. This is very easy.
When in my Comtech class, we had a teacher who was so dry and boring, and also surprisingly emotionally volatile. But he, when we were learning about cameras, we spent like weeks watching videos about photography. And like, I'm only in that class because I already had 2 spares that semester, so I couldn't I couldn't ditch again.
My comp tech teacher was the same way. We watched a PowerPoint on how to create a PowerPoint.
That's so meta.
We were in grade 10, by the way. And he was like, who hasn't used PowerPoint before? And one person raised their hand. So all of us had to sit through it.
That's all the justification you needed.
Come on, dude.
Yes. For the love of my sanity, please.
But no, I love that. I like that teacher.
Good.
Like in grade 10, I didn't like him because I was like, this is stupid. Like in the grade 11 course, I enjoyed it, and then he left after grade 11. So in grade 12, I had a teacher who really didn't understand why I was there.
Yeah.
I was just there to have fun with it. I'm like, use the fun machines, but he was like, no, you gotta like design a poster in Adobe Illustrator. I was like, I mean, I can, I just don't want to.
I will say, I will give it some credit being in that class, because I did incorporate some of the things that I learned from that photography when I shot the cover photo for Sincerely Stud Muffin, my EP that's out on all streaming and purchasing platforms. You should all check it out and stream it. Stream Stud Muffin, it's a good song. You know, so like, it did help me in that regard, which was nice.
Well, I very much love that I've learned how to do photo composition because it helps with like the nail and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
And like, just like, even as much as I hated grade 12 Comtech or graphic design or whatever it was called, I hella enjoyed being able to do Photoshop stuff in that class because I knew how to do it. So I would just blitz through it, and he'd be like, "That's really good." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been doing Photoshop for like 8 years. I know how to do this."
Yeah. Oh, there was one set of assignments where we had to do like, you know, try out Illustrator and Photoshop and do different things in each of them.
Yeah. So
like one of the things we had to do, we had to submit a new image for every single thing. So one of them was like increase the saturation. So I'm like, okay. So I took a picture of a small child and I wailed on the saturation until he looked demonic.
and he was like, I mean, you increased the saturation.
And that's the thing, though. He failed me on that portion of the assignment with a sticky note that said a little too much saturation.
You're like, you didn't say how you didn't define a parameter here, dude.
Exactly. He didn't tell me when to stop. He's just like, hey, play with the saturation, and I did. And there was another thing. I
did that to something, and I did something to similar effect in that class because you had like gave us like a Photoshop. It was like a single sheet. It was like, with this one, you need to decrease the size. So I just made it so small you could barely see it. And he was like, did you just delete it? I'm like, no, it's right there. And I put a circle around it.
That's good.
And then he was like, it's just like, put a filter on it. So I put a transparency filter on. So I just handed it a blank sheet of paper for a lot of it. And he was like, why? And you're like, you never said what I could and could not do here.
You're not the boss of me. Oh, that is amazing.
No, I didn't get along with that teacher because he just didn't understand like that I'm going to joke around in this class because I know what I'm using it for.
There was another assignment where we had to make a Mario out of shapes and stuff, learning to manipulate. So we just make a little Mario head, and then he told us, "Oh, hey, a trap." And then he told us, you know, and one part of this assignment is to, once you've made your Mario, add some personal flair to it. So I overheard him talk. Well, actually, I overheard him talking to a girl. He's like, yeah, you know, give him like green eyes instead of blue, change the color of his hair or his hat, you know, something like that. And at that point, I'm knee deep into changing up the Mario so that he's got like 2 bloodshot eyes.
A bear?
And
a bear.
Blood.
A bear, a bear.
And blood coming from his mouth.
I'm dead.
Yeah, he looked like you.
And then, just like that. Thank you for the
Well, you know, that I think is a fitting run. A fitting end to our gaming experience here.
Fuck. Not to Bigfoot. Not to us following up to a bear.
To a bear. What a wild journey. Remember back in Glacier Bay. We were so young, so naive.
Do you want to do one more Glacier Bay? Just for old time's sake?
Oh, Quinn, it would make my day if we did.
Oh, perfect.
Boy, howdy.
I'll make a Glacier Bay.
Oh, Quinn. You spoil me so good. One last throw.
Alright. The server is open. It's called sad.
I guess that.
All lowercase.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this ride. On this grand experience of ours. You know, we came a long way from freezing to death, and we shall leave this world as we came to it. Scared, freezing to death, maybe stabbing each other, while Bigfoot laughs and watches from the distance. Aw, genuine memories. And we start off with nothing. Oh, but 2 flares.
Oh, hell yeah.
But no flare gun.
We also don't have a camper.
Yes, we have no camper. Maybe we can huddle in this cage for warmth.
Alright, let's see how much we can find before we freeze.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, boy.
Well, this place isn't doing too well.
It's an open concept. It's an open concept, eh?
Hey, look! No.
An ocean. Yump.
Can we escape?
Where are you?
Escape.
Let's go.
Go.
Into the sunset, Quinn. Swim with me.
I think there's an invisible wall here, Kieran.
Oh, are we not going forward?
We're going forward.
We're going a little forward, I think. Hold on. Look at this.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, you're going forward over there. There's an invisible wall right here.
There's just an invisible pole right in front of you.
Oh. Now you're not going forward.
Yeah, now we might actually have reached. Quinn, embrace me.
If you look behind you, the Aurora Borealis kind of cuts off.
You can't stop me. I'm swimming.
Swim.
Oh, okay. Just leave me out here then.
Yeah.
Leave me to die.
I'm gonna go try and climb up that cliff and jump down.
Hey. Oh, we can go cliff diving.
Yeah.
Oh, Quinn. Dude, what if there was like a Bigfoot? Like a merfoot.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's like the same gorilla man, but he's got a fishtail.
Like a hairy fishtail, though.
Oh, that's disgusting. Now it's weird.
Now it's weird. But also, that is the image I wish to implant in viewers before the series ends. A big, fishy Bigfoot.
No, he's the upper half is normal Bigfoot, and then from the waist down, it's just one huge foot. Just one huge flapping foot waiting in the breeze.
Man, this was an experience, though. I genuinely enjoyed the parts of this game, but then also at the same time, I hated it, and it was horrible.
You know, I'm totally with you on that. I feel you. Oh my gosh, where are you?
I'm up a hill.
How did you get up there?
I sprinted.
Hold on, I'm gonna try and get up there with you.
Come around! There is a path!
Hey, you right! You correct.
I don't know if we can get on top of that cliff dive off. At least before we freeze to death.
Yeah, I'm not the most optimistic myself. Not genuinely, as a first multiplayer YouTube experience, I think this was a lovely time.
I do agree.
And I'm glad that it was with you.
It's mostly just story time, though. That's what this game
basically
is. That's what this game became by the end. That's just like, well, I mean, we have nothing to do because we don't really want to die, so
let's... How's your life? And hey, I love me a good story time, you know?
Ah, another first aid kit.
Oh, good. We'll need that in a few seconds.
Camera battery. And another rocket. You know, for those guns that we have.
For those guns that we totally, definitely have.
I remember, like, this is the map that apparently people play on the most now. And I don't know how they do it. Because I think it's the newer one. Right?
Yeah.
So, all I know is this is Vancouver.
This is... This is Vancouver.
That's what the opening cinematic says. This is the word
Seriously?
Vancouver. Yeah.
Vancouver?
We're in Vancouver. I don't think they've
Canada?
ever been to Vancouver.
No, Vancouver is one of the most temperate parts of Canada. Like the most consistently chill, and not in this way. You alright down there? That was a big jump you just took.
Yeah, just make it. It doesn't really snow in Vancouver.
Especially not to this degree. Like this is...
No.
This is, where would it snow like this? Like in Alberta, for sure, but like...
Alberta, yeah, but like, I feel like the Yukon or Nunavut would have been better, like a better location.
True.
Bullet!
Oh! For the guns we don't have!
Hell yeah! No, for the guns we definitely do have. We can't.
Yes. The guns that we absolutely have.
We're sure base a lot more peaceful than the other map.
It really is.
I also
like
don't know what temperature we freeze to death at. I thought we were gonna freeze to death a lot faster than this.
Me too, actually. Yeah. You know, you were totally right to say that this is a more relaxing map because I am so at peace here. What a chill place to die.
We are gonna eventually come back to this game, don't you worry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Once it's, I think once it's fully released, we should definitely come back and actually kill him.
Or closer to release.
Yeah. Now this game has been in alpha for a few years now, I think.
I was reading the thing. I think it's only like a team of 5, right? So,
oh shoot. Yeah. No. For 5 people, this is an incredible game. Then that's well done.
I think there's a cliff over here that we can dive off of.
Oh, I see it too. I wonder if Bigfoot's... I bet you that's why people play this map more, is because it's peaceful and Bigfoot doesn't exist in it yet. It's just... I want to hunt Bigfoot, but I don't actually want to hunt.
A lighthouse?
Heyo! That's cool!
Wow!
Oh,
now
no!
I'm freezing to death.
No! Come on!
30 degrees Celsius. That's
Hold
not
on,
freezing.
Get back in the water. It's warmer in the water. Wait a minute. I'm not actually losing health. Is there anything? Oh, it's just an empty.
Yeah.
Yump! I'm coming to you, my love. Ka-chow! Ow.
Good night, sweet prince.
Oh, hold on. I just came up under you. Look. Hold on. Look to the sun. Look to the sun, Quinn. Look. Rest in peace, sweet prince. I will join you soon. Not very soon, but like, you know, just give me a second here. just looking at the sunlight.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Just give me hold on. Sorry, I just peed here, so like it's a little warmer. Just give me. Hold on. I swear, I'm getting there. Just chill.
I'm working.
Just
on
okay.
Shout out to Glacier Bay.
Shout out to Glacier Bay. Killing us as soon as we find something cool. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed our adventures and our sufferings and our blunders, please like our videos. And if you like me, consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like Quinn, which you should, subscribe to his. And, yeah. Hi, Editing Kieran here. Quinn's audio was glitching out as he was pitching his own channel. Basically what he was saying is that he does a lot of Pokemon stuff. He's currently doing a BioShock Infinite playthrough, which is delightful. I need to catch up on it, actually. I'm trying to comment ooh-woo, what's this, on all of his videos. So go and join me on that, eh? Let's ooh-woo his channel up. Ooh-woot, am I right? Yeah, no, he's a good guy, makes good content, funny stuff. So you should go subscribe to him. Okay. Back to the video. But at any rate, thank you all very much for watching. As always, we love you, and have a wonderful day.
Bye. We did it.
We did it, Reddit. Oh my dear, what?